Welcome back everybody to Extreme Offroad Silly Builds, and today we're dealing with the 1972 Honda ZGT. So this now has 794 horsepower, 324 pounds-feet of torque from a 1.25 litre turbocharged inline 4 motorbike engine, and it now weighs 1,278 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and rally suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in a very impressive 1.983 seconds, 0 to 103.433 seconds, and going to a top speed of 226 miles an hour. Now that is faster in terms of acceleration than the Alfa Romeo from the previous episode, which topped the leaderboard, and it's faster on all fronts than the Lamborghini Tamario that we've also used on this series. So yeah, that is fairly impressive for what is obviously a K car that is extremely small and obviously very lightweight. Now this is the third Honda that we've had on this series so far. But unfortunately, Honda haven't had that much success, with the Honda Acti still being in last place and the Honda City E2 currently being in 14th out of 17th place. So yeah, they've not had the greatest success, so hopefully this can do better. It certainly has very little in the way of weight on its side and a huge amount of power. I think it's more power than either the Acti or the City E. So yeah, should hopefully do well. Now, as you see, very high revving, being a motorbike engine. Yeah, more than 15,000 RPM. Now the big worry with this is the fact that it is obviously so lightweight. There's a short wheelbase, a little bit on the taller side of things, so stability could be an issue. Acceleration certainly is not. Now, you have to bear in mind that this car only had about 35 horsepower standard, so yeah, cracking anything above 80 was really like the only dreams. So yeah, this is far more powerful, far faster than it ever was originally. Yeah, they struggled getting set up for the jump there, but it didn't land it well. This is quite a hectic run down this course, but sometimes can mean a fast time. We are struggling to keep it on the straight and narrow. It does bounce very well though. Although no one's expecting given how little it actually weighs. Very good landings with this, in fact. The big issue with this though, is that, yeah, I knew we'd roll over at some point, or get close to doing so, because it's just got quite a lot of grip and not much in the way of weight to hold it up. Hold it down even. But one issue I was about to say is the fact that obviously this doesn't have much in the way of torque, which can sometimes be problematic, but because obviously this doesn't weigh all that much, I don't think it really needs a great deal of torque, but it would have been nice to have a little bit more, especially on the low end of the RPM range. Extremely messed up. Won't let us rewind. Yeah, that would have been quicker if that hadn't have happened. And that unfortunately means that is the second slowest that we've had. Which is quite annoying, in fact, to be honest. 2 minutes 38.242. I don't think it would have been massively quicker. I think that only really cost us maybe 3 or 4 seconds. So yeah, even without that, I don't think we were on for much of a quick time. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying that it's not faster. It really did feel quite quick, but obviously not quick enough. So yeah, which is a little bit of a shame. I just guess it wasn't consistent enough to be quick enough. But it is at least quicker than the Acti by just over 8 seconds. So there is that. If it had knocked those 4 or so seconds off, it might well have beaten the Subaru Vivio RXR, which which is another K car on this series that we've used. But yeah, I don't think it would have been made much of a difference, to be honest. It might have beaten the Subaru, potentially the Toyota Land Cruiser, but I don't think you could have arguably say that we would have knocked 8 seconds off to beat the Honda City E2. So yeah, a little bit of a shame that there was that issue there. I was expecting it to let me rewind, so that's why I just let it happen. So yeah, a little bit of a shame that it doesn't let you do that if you accidentally go around the end of the course rather than through it. So yeah, bear that in mind for future. But yeah, nonetheless, that is the Honda ZGT. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.